Good day, fellow crew members. We're here today to play, what is it, Casey?
One Piece, Pirate Warriors 3. This is episode 1, Buggy the Clown.
So in case you missed the first episode, we're going to be playing through this entire series, and it's got quite a lot of content in it. But with us is the individual right here who's our residential One Piece expert.
Yep, Argama Ace.
Argama Ace.
That's my YouTube.
Alright.
And that's my PSN profile, is the Argama Ace.
Alright, well why don't you go ahead and continue.
Alright.
Now what were you saying about... So you downloaded content, right?
Yeah, I downloaded some of the costumes, which this particular game in the Pirate Warriors series, they did really well with like the different costumes you could...
How many costumes would you say they have?
Probably about 30, I mean...
Holy, for each character?
No, for like the main ones, for Luffy at least, like, he gets like at least 10. And like, they're usually just like little variants of like their actual costume. Like of like their normal outfits.
Oh, gotcha.
Because each arc they actually have a different outfit. With like Luffy, normally it's just like the vest and pants, like the shorts change colors. Zoro usually just has like a different shirt or a jacket on. We'll do Zoro this time.
So do you prefer playing Zoro over Luffy?
Zoro's definitely one of my favorites on this one. Out of everyone on this one, I think Sanji is my favorite. Because he has like a lot of good combos.
I can't wait until we start playing together because I want to play Usopp. I'm sorry, but
Usopp is really, really good on the on this. Like,
I gotta be a god.
Yeah, God. So, yeah, you gotta be God Usopp. No, this is the set like after Luffy and Zoro, like after Zoro becomes Luffy's crewmate. Like they go run into Pirate. Then this is where they meet Nami.
So I can't quite remember. Nami worked for Buggy? I thought she worked for the fish people.
No, Nami was just in the town. She was trying to steal Buggy's map to the Grand Line.
Oh, gotcha.
And like we'll get I'll go more into like her when we get to the Arlong Park segment of it.
Like I said, it's been a long time since I've viewed anything One Piece.
And you gotta love Buggy. He's like God Usopp's counterpart.
All I can remember is, by the way, spoiler alerts, because we'll be talking about future stuff, but as we've discussed before, a lot of this is practically history now, because...
Yeah, One Piece has been going on for over 20 years, and it's hard to not talk about, the, spoilers, so I'll try, I'll try my best not to spoil too much of, the main story and, the main arc. But, yeah, so is Usopp, was he your favorite character when you were watching it?
Originally, I hated him. I thought he was annoying. I thought that he was going to add nothing. And my favorite was Chopper at the time. It wasn't until he started, I would say, stumbling into his wins. They were, everything from his just flat-out lying to just being smart enough to trick people into believing that he can carry 2-ton hammer. I can't remember when that was in the arcs, but he was playing whack-a-mole with somebody.
Yeah, Usopp is very, I do love his, the creativity with Usopp.
Yeah, after I saw the creativity, I was like, you know what? I like him. He's pretty...
Yeah, Usopp was probably my least favorite out of the main characters until the Alabasta. Alabasta arc really, defined, the characters, how they are. And showing them at their best, and then it's just upward from there.
Well, I'm pretty excited. I know I haven't seen all of Usopp's outfits, but let's hear. What have I seen? I don't know. They almost Usopp doesn't have a lot of costume changes, does he?
No, his pretty much stays the same.
He stays in the overalls
skip,
for a pretty good chunk. I think the only thing that changes is his slingshot, right?
Yeah. He gets like a better slingshot, and he starts using like
the special star balls.
Yeah, like after the Sky P arc, they have like the special dials from there that they actually do incorporate within like his stuff. Like everything in One Piece connects to everything. Like everything in One Piece, like you gotta pay attention because you're like, oh hey, that is like from like chapter 4, and it's coming back again in chapter like 570.
So they play the long game.
Oh yeah, and like it's really thought out. Like and like I don't even think there's really any plot holes in One Piece, just because like the story doesn't really.
I noticed what you're saying because like for a while I thought, okay, well what's gonna happen with this, and then like 100 episodes later they're like, oh by the way, this is what happened.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of setup and like little wait then payoff. And I think that's like one of the best things about One Piece is the detail. And
you know what I think's the best thing about One Piece? The 4Kids adaptation.
Nah. I will thank them for getting me to know what One Piece is. And because I did watch all of like the episodes they did, like they dubbed. And I still did like it. Like it didn't make me hate it. But now that like watching the Japanese version and Funimation dub,
I just think it's more sick because okay, so they replaced blood in it and with sweat, and it just felt more sickening to see sweat everywhere than it did for blood for some reason. I don't know why, but
well, yeah, because it's like, oh wow, he's sweating so much.
Yeah,
like, he's very dehydrated.
Yeah, I remember.
They took out all the cleavage. They took out like all the guns. Sanji's cigarette. They turned it into a lollipop.
So I can understand the guns. And I can understand the cleavage for. I guess they're making a kid adaptation. But like it was like you said, the gun. If I remember right, they had a squirt gun in it that replaced most of the guns.
Oh yeah, they. It's weird. Like they had so many like weird changes, and it's like, oh come on, no.
Were these outfits reminiscent of any?
They're just like background. I don't think they have like really any.
Yeah, well, like I understood the first set outfits. I think those were mostly Marines, so they're very common. But I didn't know if the red outfits themselves indicated.
Oh, that's just red means enemy, blue is ally.
Yeah. One day, my PS4 is not going to sound like it's going to go out into orbit.
Yeah.
By the way, in case anyone's wondering, we are playing this on the PS4.
The best console, other than the Switch.
That was the team attack you talked about.
Yeah, that's the Kizuna Rush. And like throughout the levels, you will get more characters. Like Nami will show up, and then you can add her to the attack, and does a lot more damage. Like spans like a lot more people. And then holding R1 on a lot of characters will give you like a unique attack. Like Luffy's is his bullet, Zoro's is the Shishi Son Son, like his lion song, which is one of his best techniques.
Can you say that again? Shishi.
Shishi Son Son.
Son Son.
Yeah, lion song.
I will try my hardest to remember that.
Zoro's are hard because a lot of his they keep in Japanese, like the onigiri. The Shishi Son Son.
So he's got an attack called Rice Ball?
Yeah.
Oh, it really is called Rice Ball?
Yeah, Onigiri, well, it's called Demon Slash, but it can, Onigiri is also the name for rice balls in Japan.
That's interesting. I wonder if that's on purpose.
Ichiro Oda, the creator, he did give the, and like in the manga, he did say, because he was asked like what each character would be like ethnic-wise, if they were like real-life people. Luffy would be from Brazil.
Brazil?
Yeah.
Huh.
Zoro would be Japanese. Nami would be Swedish. Robin, Usopp would be African.
I could see that.
Yeah. Yeah. Nami's Swedish. Chopper. Oh, I think he'd be from the North Pole. Because I think he has like the whole Rudolph thing going. Robin would be from Transylvania, or what's the other Vania?
If you know what the other Vania that's not Transylvania is, please comment below.
There's too many Vanias.
Well, Castlevania, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, she'd be from Castlevania.
While you're down there commenting, you can like and subscribe if you want more content.
Yeah, Zoro's special right here is the Santoryu, or 3-sword style.
So why
3,000 worlds.
Why did he choose not to use one sword again?
He just like in his flashback, like he would always he challenged a dojo. He lost to the the sensei's daughter, and he when he kept fighting her, and then he just kept getting like more and more swords, and then he just stuck with the 3 swords. The white sword he has is the Wado Ichimonji. That was his friend. His friend died during a rainstorm when she was going to clean her sword, and which I really like that because it's not it's different from having oh, this character died doing so and so by the evil villain. It's a more normal
just
death.
Something that could happen.
Yeah, it's a normal death, but it's still really sad because she was the goal Zoro had for becoming the world's strongest swordsman, because he never beat her. I think it was over 1,000 matches, and when she died, he really couldn't. He was better than a lot of the adults, so he didn't really have anyone to really compete with. Besides Hawkeye Mihawk, who was the world's greatest swordsman. Who's I can't wait for Zoro versus Mihawk, because it will be so freaking amazing.
They haven't done it yet?
Oh no, that's way off. Zoro actually gets trained by Mihawk during the time skip.
Yeah, I do remember the time skip. Yeah, that's why I thought they did fight.
No, that was after the war, and Zoro, they all get destroyed before, they all get separated before the war, and they just all get destroyed. And Zoro, he starts out his telling Luffy his goal comes first, and if Luffy ever does anything to get in the way of it, he'll kill him, and Luffy is okay with that. But then after Luffy being showing after them becoming friends and a crew, their goals become second to Luffy because they really believe he can be the Pirate King.
Yeah. I
really love the camaraderie between the characters. They really do feel real friends and a family, because how they get on each other's nerves and all that. It's very, very natural, and it just feels like real life and how normal people will act. And Alvida, she if you remember the very first episode, she's the really fat lady.
That's what I thought.
She eats a devil fruit that she can erase friction, and so her fat just rolls off of her because of that, and she becomes hot.
I was just curious about that because all I remember is her being a bigger person. I was she was pretty ugly too.
Who needs weight loss program when you can eat a devil fruit?
Who needs anything when you can eat a devil fruit?
Oh yeah.
What devil fruit did you say you would eat if you could?
It's so hard because there's so many crocodiles, sand fruit would be amazing. The Goro Goro Nomi, which Eneru has, which is like you can turn into lightning. Like you can control it, create it. You won't be harmed by like physical attacks. That would be so cool. Like just having like being lightning, like charging your phone or anything. Like
oh yeah, that would be.
I think that's how. I don't know if that's how it would work, but that's how it works on like TV shows and everything else. So we'll just go with it.
I'm limited on my knowledge of the fruits, but so far I would still choose the smoke one.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Like that would just be amazing.
Shout out to Captain Smoker because he's such a badass. He always has 2 cigars.
I know, it's so weird.
Well, it's funny because like later on in this series, when they're like they have to wear gas masks because one of the islands is full of like poisonous gas. He even like he has a gas mask on, and he still has the both cigars in his like in the mask, like smoking it. So he's committed.
I'm wondering if the smoke affects him like it would a normal person.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, well, he smokes, so like, would he get like?
Like, how terrible would it be if like was how he died? It was just like, hey, surprise, lung cancer.
It's like, oh, oh well.
That would be terrible.
I know. The best, like one of the best devil fruits. I forget the name of it because it's been like so long. But it allows someone to swim through hard surfaces, like the ground, up buildings, like through solid objects.
So I thought you were gonna end with swim. By the way, for those who don't know devil fruits, as far as I know, every one you eat, you lose the ability to swim.
Yeah, you gain like an ability, like you lose the ability to swim because they believe like it's the sea, like the sea like hates you for it. Because you get a lot of power, and
so now that I mention that, I thought you were gonna end it at you gain the ability to swim, and I was gonna be like, so it's just.
Well, everyone was like, is there a devil fruit that lets you swim? And then like here it is, like 15 years later, I think it was at the time, like, oh hey, this guy can swim, but it's like all through the ground, up buildings. It's like, you got us, Oda, like, touche.
Is it like, does it work, do you remember My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
Okay, does it work kind of like that kid with the blonde hair who can phase through the ground?
A little bit. It's like it's more like the ground becomes like water, like
I'll have to
consistency.
See. I'll have to look. It sounds amazing, but the other fruit I would choose, or at least I would want to get to know a little bit more about, is the one that can change weight.
Oh yeah, they have 2 actually, because like there are different like models. That's the kilo fruit.
Yeah. Like, is it that you can only change your weight, or is it the weight of anything?
Your weight.
Oh, okay.
Like you can, and like you just get like heavier. It's not like a physical like transformation.
Well, yeah. I just remember some lady who floats around.
Yeah, that's part of the Baroque works from one of Crocodile's henchmen. That's I think it's Miss Valentine.
Was she? I might be wrong, but was she partnered up with that guy who had the weird number 3 candle on his head?
No, no, she was with Mr. 5. He had he can make his whole body was like a bomb, and he would take boogers and throw them at people and make them explode.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, that was
which I wouldn't mind that. Like that would be useful.
Yeah, but what happens when like you've been swimming or something, so all your boogers are liquid? Does it still explode, or does it just like not work?
Well, I think he does spit, and it does make like explode. So as long as he makes them explode, like it will.
Now that you mention, I do remember him spitting a Luger.
I think so, yeah.
Interesting. One Piece.
Oh yeah, One Piece is like, it can be so deep, like serious, deep, but it's also like batshit insane. Like it is hilarious.
I think that's one of the reasons why I originally started watching it. Was just because it was interesting. It didn't always go the way I predicted.
Oh yeah, I agree. Like It's like they take a lot of like the tropes, and it's like, oh, okay, I didn't expect that.
What ship is that?
That's Buggy's pirate ship.
Was his ship always purple?
I believe so. I think it. Yeah, because he like they have like circus. He's like really flashy.
Yeah. I just knew it was too early to have the going merry. So.
Buggy's Billy would be pretty good to chop fruit because he can't be hurt by like swords and like he can't like if he gets cut like he just his body just separates. And he can, like, his feet stay on the ground, but he can, like, fly, in a way, like, he can float, like, the rest of his body parts.
Okay, so, I don't know if we're ever going to get to it in this game, but I'm going to throw it out as a code word, and I'm sure you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't wait to see Mr. Potato Head Buggy.
Mr. Potato... What'd I do?
What happened here?
Oh, there we go.
You know what I mean by Mr. Potato Head Buggy?
Oh, where,
Yeah.
I think that's in one of the cutscenes. Because, that's after they beat him,
Would it be in the next cutscene? Because if it is, I won't spoil it, but...
I believe so.
Oh my goodness.
And, I know they do, like, Mario Kart Buggy.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
in Log Town before they go to the Grand Line.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, Mario Kart Buggy, I forgot about that. As soon as he shows on here, Mr. Potato Head Buggy, I'm gonna lose it because I lost it when it first happened. I thought it was one of the greatest things I ever saw.
Oh, I love Nami so much.
Is that Nami's new outfit?
No, that's the one they had for the game.
Okay, because I remember her wearing striped shirt, and she was younger.
Yeah, her boobs did get a lot bigger.
I said younger, so...
Well, she's 17 at the start.
Was she?
Yes, Luffy and Usopp were the youngest, not including Chopper since he's like a reindeer. Chopper's the youngest since I think he's like technically 12. But yeah, Usopp and Luffy were the youngest at 17.
I had no clue. I thought this was like a traditional anime where all the characters look like they're freaking 23.
No,
but they're like 12.
No, yeah, like Luffy and Usopp are 17 before time skip. Nami I think was 18. Zoro and Sanji were both 19. Robin was 28. Chopper I think's 12. Frankie, I think he's 35.
Oh, I knew Frankie, I think, was the oldest.
And Brooke was the oldest at like 60.
Well, yeah, but he's also a skeleton, so...
Oh, no, I love Brooke so much.
Oh, man.
Interesting tidbit. There has never been a single pirate in One Piece that has worn an eye patch. We've had they've shown Sanji's mentor, who was a pirate. Now he has a peg leg, but there has been no pirate at all, even in the background, that has had an eye patch.
I'm thinking real hard, and as far as I remember, you're absolutely right. Is there a particular reason for that?
I think he wanted to save. I think he wanted to give Zoro an eye patch.
But he's too BA without one.
Because and after the time skip, Zoro does have his eye scarred over, and he can't open it. I think he wanted to do it because Oda was an assistant on the Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh man, I love Rurouni Kenshin.
And I think it had a story. I'll have to look that up, and on the next episode I'll talk more about. I can accurately talk about it, or if you know it, put it down in the comments and let us know. That'd be good too. But yeah, that's just an interesting tidbit. Also, Zoro has never called Sanji by name, and the entirety of One Piece, Zoro has never called Sanji by name.
I didn't know that. What was he calling?
Like he'll call him like Kirby, like Cook, Kirby Eyebrow, like, and like he'll just make fun of him.
I do remember Kirby Eyebrow a lot, yeah.
But yeah, that's like a really interesting thing. I know, like in the dub, I think he does say Sanji, which is kind of lame. But Zoro and Sanji, like there is like a mutual respect between them, but they actually do like not get along at all. Like they gets like worse and worse as the story goes. Like they just do not get along at all.
I don't think I really like picked that up, but as soon as you mentioned it, I can really see that.
Well, it's like it's actually I think it's like a really unique way of like doing like the rival characters. Like Goku and Vegeta, like they actually like show like mutual respect towards each other.
For each other's like achievements, accomplishments.
Yeah. And like Zoro and Sanji, like they have like subtle moments where they talk about like, well, like he's with them, so they're fine. But yeah, like they actually like they fight like more and more as the story goes instead of like less and less, like as per like normal like any like show.
The guys with the blonde hair.
I love where you can put Zoro's bandana on because he looks so much more badass with it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to picture him without it. I really don't care for.
Well, when the bandana goes on, shit gets real.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, like they even like make like a little like joke about like during like the end of Slavi, because like he puts on his and like his opponent Kaku can turn into a giraffe.
Oh.
And is proud because he believes giraffes are like the most powerful animal.
Does he really?
Yeah.
That's a legit fact about Zoro.
And no, the guy turns into giraffes. He thinks they're powerful.
Oh, okay.
No, but like he's like, it's like Zoro puts him in. He's like, does that make you more powerful? And he's like, who knows?
I thought you were saying Zoro thought.
Oh no, that would be funny.
Yeah, I was like, well, you know, don't forget there's an entire segment of people who believe giraffes do not exist. By the way, I don't know if you've ever seen that subreddit.
Well,
there's like
the giraffes did get moved here from a place with like witches, like the Boiling Isles.
Yeah.
They banished them because they're a bunch of freaks. Rightly so.
It was, what is it? Because I looked on it. It's like 100,000 people believe that, and I think it's just growing. But like one of the reasons was, look at a horse. A horse and a unicorn. A unicorn should exist. It's just a horn on a horse. But try explaining a giraffe to a child, and they will think you're talking about a mythical creature.
I mean, like, I guess, like, but there's like weird, like sea animals. Like,
oh man, so nothing to do with giraffes, of course, because sea animals. But like that shrimp that can punch so fast, it sounds like an explosion. That is amazing. That's how I picture Luffy punches sometimes.
Oh yeah, like Luffy, like his punches would hurt. Like his whole body's rubber. I wouldn't mind having his devil fruit ability, like being able to like stretch. Like,
does he have a natural immunity or resistance?
Yeah, he does not. He does not get hurt by bullets because they just like bounce off of him. Blunt weapons don't hurt him because he's rubber. They just like it just bounces. So like really it's just like swords and stuff. Like when the hockey gets introduced, that can like hurt him because that like hockey is used to counteract like devil fruit abilities because it's like the person's willpower being put into like effect.
Yeah. Would you say that devil fruits become more prominent or less prominent when hockey starts getting introduced?
I think it's a good balance. Because even like, because like people like Smoker, where he like looks invincible. He gets like pretty beaten by like the hockey, but there's also people who are good with hockey, and they also have devil fruits. Like it's like a good balance, and like it takes away from like the Logia, like Smoker, Ace, Inaru, where they're like pretty much invincible from getting hit. But I did like when Luffy does fight Inaru, where Luffy does negate his electricity because he's rubber.
Oh, see, that's what I was curious about. I was curious if he did negate electricity.
Yeah, he's not affected by electricity at all.
So Luffy's power is pretty strong.
Yeah, and later on he does, he can like blow into his body and like a balloon, and make like his like arm or legs giant to deal like more damage.
That's what, Gear 2nd?
Gear 3rd. Gear 2nd, he actually uses his takes advantage of his blood vessels being like rubber, and he pumps his blood to like I think it's kind of like an adrenaline shot, like where he gets like faster and like he can hit harder.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because you're delivering more oxygen to more blood cells.
Because like I think that's like a really cool like you're like, well, how, like he's rubber, like what all can you do with that besides like stretch?
Well, I remember thinking it was pretty cool when he was immune to bullets when I first saw that. And I was like, I wonder if that's a passive thing or if that's like something he had to activate. But
no, it's just like passive. Like a lot of the Logia users, they make it to where like they have full, like so much control over their devil fruit. Like,
so what's a Logia user?
There is like that's a devil fruit where it's like a natural element, like fire, smoke, electricity, sand, and like they can turn and like they can actually like manipulate like they like whatever like they come in like contact, like smoke, like Smoker like can make smoke, he can turn his body into it so he can like shoot upwards and kind of like fly.
Yeah.
Crocodile, he uses his like he can sense water like underground. He can create sandstorms. Like he can absorb moisture from people or the ground.
Can he sense clocks?
Yeah. But yeah, Crocodile, like he takes like the moisture from people. Like he'll like he can take moisture from like grass and just like kill the land.
And that's why sweat works to punch him, right?
Yeah, sweat, because when sand gets wet, it hardens, and you can like hit him. I just love like Buggy's so great.
Buggy was a bit rounder. I didn't realize he was.
Oh yeah, like you would think, but yeah, he's pretty muscular. Like they actually draw him like pretty threatening, and I guess warning if you're afraid of clowns.
I'm pretty sure the clown scare is now dwarfed to the pandemic scare, so
I don't know. Put a face mask on Pennywise, and you'll probably catch some hands.
Oh man, what was it? There was something I watched the other day that involved Pennywise. I wish I could remember it to save my life. Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out what he was doing. He was just crouching.
Yeah, he's splitting like his body and like doing like an area effect move.
Oh, he's gonna keep doing it. So that's his effect, and that's how Luffy got his 3 holes in his hat, right?
Yeah. Well, he just like stabs the straw hat because him and Shanks were in a crew together.
Oh, that's
Well, funny enough, like they show Shanks and Buggy like arguing about like which is colder, the North Pole or the South Pole, and they get interrupted by like crewmer on the ship, which he does show up later in the series, and he becomes like Luffy's mentor during the time skip, and teaches him about like hockey. And he also reveals that he was like Buggy and Shanks were both on the Pirate King's ship as apprentices.
Huh.
So Buggy was on the Pirate King's crew with Shanks.
It's just weird that they made him an early, like...
Well, Buggy, like, he's like a... Oda has said, like, Buggy would be a really fierce pirate if he was more serious. Because he's like, kind of like Usopp, like, he's, like, he has his moments, but he's also, like, a joke character.
Yeah.
And, like, I do love the graphics on this game. Like, I love the textures.
Oh, hold on. I think it might be happening. Mr. Potato Head Buggy. Oh my goodness, I love this so much. And he stays that way for a while, doesn't he?
Yeah, like, yeah, and like a lot of One Piece might seem like filler, but like a lot of it does have filler like filler episodes, but I think the most filler episodes like they have was like 6 episodes.
Yeah.
They don't do like a whole season like Bleach or Naruto.
All right.
And a lot of the filler episodes are actually canon because they're the chapter covers. Sometimes they'll tell a story of like what's happening like within the world, like not following like the Straw Hats, and that gets animated into the show, which is really neat.
Oh, that's cool. Well, we're gonna go ahead and call that an ending since that was an entire chapter, or not chapters?
Chapter, yeah.
That was a chapter. So, you have any words?
Thanks for joining us. Hope you visit us for the next episode.
If you want to get more content, we'll be doing a lot of Japanese games, as in games from Japanese companies, or games that have Japanese culture in them. So we have Pokemon Snap coming up, the new one, and we also have Samurai Jack coming up. So look forward to all that, and if you really want to see it, just like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. You guys have a good one.
And be safe.
Oh, be safe too. That's a good one too.
Yeah. Please wear the mask and please get vaccinated. You'll be doing everyone a favor.
All right. Bye-bye.